Today is that day. These are the best new skincare products that I tried in 2023. Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Welcome back to my channel. I am Sheri, a licensed skincare consultant. Of course, I am a skincare junkie at heart, but I love all things beauty. And today we will start my series where I discuss the best new skincare that I've tried in 2023. So just a couple things so we can have a baseline going. I have oily, acne-prone skin, so a lot of the products that I will obviously choose will be geared towards that. However, there will be some products that can go across the board, and I will definitely identify those products as well. I do have a couple special mentions in this series because even if they didn't apply specifically to my skin type and my skin condition, I have to mention them because they really impressed me. And the other thing in terms of criteria for the products that I would have chosen is that they had to have been in my skincare routine for at least 2 months. So there are some products that I wish I could include in this series. However, they've not met the 2-month mark in my rotation, and therefore I will have to leave them for next year's video. Again, the products that I will cover in this series will be the best new skincare products that I brought in or that I tried in 2023. As you all know, I highly recommend that you check out my best of series for the last couple years because there are still products from the last few years that I still do have in my rotation, but I would mention simply because they were not new to me in 2023. In today's video, I'm going to be very ambitious and try to cover 2 categories. Let's see how this goes. And the first category is going to be cleansers, starting off with the first step of the double cleanse, which will usually cover cleansing oils and cleansing balms. And I'm actually going to just mention one product here, and it's not a cleansing balm, and that might surprise a lot of you because I am a cleansing balm girly at heart. This one is a cleansing oil, and this is the Acwell or the Acwell. I'm not sure exactly how that's pronounced, but it is their pH balancing watery cleansing oil. The great thing about the ingredients in this particular product is that it contains 20% green tea leaf water. It also contains tea tree extract and some jeju rosemary to soothe the skin. Interestingly enough, I can't say that I get any smell or any type of fragrance from this product from any of those extracts. And it also contains an amino balance to help protect your skin barrier. But the main reason why this is definitely my top pick of first cleansers that I tried in 2023 is because this is the cleanest rinsing cleansing oil I have ever tried. And I don't think that this is a new product. I simply tried it for the first time this year. And I am kind of shocked. Like, this brand is not a brand that you tend to see like a lot of influencers talking about. Maybe they don't do a lot of PR and so on, but people are sleeping on this cleansing oil. If you are a person who, when you use cleansing oils or cleansing balms, you know, like, they will break down your makeup, they will rinse off, but you might still feel a little something there. It make your skin feel hydrated, but you might feel like, yeah, I really do need to use my second cleanse. This rinses so well that I feel like even people with dry, normal skin might feel like, okay, I don't even need to go in with a second cleanse. It rinses so beautifully, and I love the texture of it. It is super thin, and it massages and moves on the skin so easily. The only issue that I have with this particular cleansing oil, it breaks down all my makeup and all of that. But if I use this on waterproof mascara, I might have to go in a little bit more. But then, of course, you all know that I'm now using a mascara remover for that kind of thing. So it really isn't an issue for me, but I just thought that I would mention that. But I have been reaching for it like crazy over my cleansing balms, but I have just absolutely enjoyed the experience with this particular cleansing oil. When it comes to cleansers, so these would be the products that you will use at the second step of the double cleanse, or just literally your water-based cleanser that you would use to cleanse your skin in the morning. And I do have 3 that, you know, it was kind of difficult to choose from. And when I looked at all of them, there were some serious similarities in terms of the focus or the ingredient component of these cleansers. So the first one I think is the last cleanser I probably reviewed, and that's the Kaine Rosemary Relief Gel Cleanser. So I would have mentioned in the video where I did the Kaine review that this has a little bit of rosemary leaf extract. It has a little bit of salicylic acid. It has a green complex, but it has a lot of hydrators and skin barrier protecting ingredients like allantoin, right? And the thing about it is I was a little bit concerned when I heard that it had rosemary in it, because you know rosemary, especially if you're somebody that uses like hair growth oils, a lot of them contain rosemary, and it could be like a pretty strong scent, and that is what I was worried about. But I was so blown away with the fact that this was a scent that I am looking forward to using in terms of the cleansing experience. It is so mild, it is so pleasant, it is so refreshing and relaxing that I tend to reach for this cleanser, especially in my nighttime skincare routine. And while it is a gel cleanser, this is not a stripping cleanser at all, but you can absolutely feel that it cleanses the skin really well. The next two cleansers also contain similar ingredients in terms of a little bit of salicylic acid and some other ingredients that are really good for maintaining acne-prone skin. And that's the Pyunkang Calming Acne Cleansing Foam and the Heimish Matcha Biome Amino Acne Cleansing Foam. Both of these products have extremely long names. I'm not sure if I've reviewed the Pyunkang, but I tried that one after I tried the Heimish. Now, both of these are similar in terms of texture. So they do have that very popular type of cleanser format that you find in a lot of Korean cleansers, where it comes out like a kind of cream. You need like a very, very small amount, because once you add water, it develops into a huge amount of foam. So these types of cleansers, I find they go a long way and they last a good amount of time, because you need such little product to get like a really good throughput for what you're actually using. And the textures of them are very similar. Both of them cleanse my skin without leaving that icky feeling that I hate about most cleansers that are in this type of format. And you guys know that I tend to prefer gels because of that feeling. But during this year, I really discovered the specific base formula ingredients in a lot of those cleansers that really create that bad experience for me. And I have been able to select cleansers without those and have a fantastic experience. So the Pyunkang has no fragrance, like a lot of Pyunkang products, because they do design their products for sensitive skin. It has a little bit of salicylic acid, it has Centella asiatica, it has 30% tea tree extract, and it also has rosemary. But in this case, there is no scent at all. Something that you may not realize when you look at the Pyunkang cleanser as well is that it actually contains mung bean extract and rice extract for a little bit of brightening as well. The Heimish also contains a little bit of salicylic acid, some Centella asiatica, green tea, fermented ingredients and enzymes and probiotics. So it focuses on the skin barrier via this means. Literally between these two, I can close my eyes and choose either one. What I love about these three cleansers is that they are soothing on the skin. My skin never feels stripped with any of these, but they cleanse well enough that I feel like, yeah, I've gotten a good cleanse. And I have also noticed that if I do get like a little bit of a breakout or I see anything coming, I notice that I find that I'm reaching for the Pyunkang a little bit more. So that one is one that you should probably check out if you're acne prone and you've liked any of these other cleansers that I mentioned. It's another good one to probably put in your list to try. I think we're doing okay for time, so let me try to cover what were the best new masks I tried in 2023. Now, before we go into the types of masks that you probably expect me to talk about, I want to mention the Frudia blueberry honey lip balm treatment thing that I would have put in a favorites video a couple months ago. Listen to me. Yes, I still love my City Beauty lip oil, my City Beauty lip gloss that I use as a lip treatment, my beauty hacks. Those are ride or dies, and this Frudia simply joined the arsenal. It is so amazing. I love how thick it is. I love that I could use it as an overnight treatment, but I could also use it any day. You could absolutely thin it out and use it as a lip balm, which is how they actually describe it. But overnight, if you're somebody that suffers with chapped lips, dry lips, etc., you just apply that on your lips. It's going to soften up any dead skin, and in the morning it is a breeze. So easy to remove, no bleeding, no cracking. I also love the scent. It smells so yummy, not nauseatingly sweet, which I absolutely cannot handle, but it's just enough sweetness to be like, yeah, this should be on my lips. I wanted to mention that because when it comes to Korean skincare for lips, a lot of people think about the Laneige lip sleeping mask, and after trying that and using that for a very, very, very long time, I realized that that lip mask had me in a cycle of dried lips. I was probably having some type of weird reaction to something in it, and I was just in this consistent cycle. After I stopped using the Laneige and I switched over to the Beauty Hacks, I was like, why was I putting myself through this? I haven't had that problem, and the only time that occurs now is literally if I skip my lip treatment for a couple of days or a couple of nights. Then I'm like, okay, the dry lips are there, and that's simply because maybe I'm dehydrated or it's really hot or because I naturally have dry lips. But once I'm using this every night, and no problems at all. And I wanted to mention it because I think like the cost comparison, like this is so much cheaper, and I think the product is hugely better. So in terms of the wash off masks, you all might be able to guess that I have been like obsessed with the new Skin 1004 Poremizing clay stick mask, and I am not sure if to say that the mask itself is revolutionary. Yes, it does have some interesting ingredients. I do have an Instagram post where I kind of went through like the ingredient, what it does, because they have included red bean extract in the base of the regular kaolin or other muds that we're accustomed to in these types of masks, right? Of course, all Skin 1004 products have Centella asiatica for soothing, anti-inflammatory effects and all of that, but it also contains minerals that you find in the Poremizing ampule, and they promote this particular ingredient because it could help to clarify and clear out your pores. So yes, they do have all of that and the red bean extract and all of that in this particular mask, but I just think that this stick format is genius. If you're somebody who like, you probably should be doing a mask maybe 1 to 2 times per week, but when I think about having to open your cupboard, pull out a jar, take out a spatula, put it on, you're going to get product on your hands, and then you have to wait 10 minutes and you don't want to go through all that, this thing is so wonderful. And I think that's why it's in here, because I literally just take it out of the cupboard, swipe. I just need to leave it on my face 2-3 minutes max. I get my treatment, wash off, and I am good to go. I love how my skin feels soft. It definitely clears out the pores. If it was a really hot day and I found that my skin was producing a little bit extra oil, or I'm getting closer to my period and the sebum could get a little bit more sticky, if you know what I mean, it works so well. And I do have several clay-based masks that I have come to love over the last couple of years, because for several years I stopped using clay masks because I found that they were too drying. But recently I found like a lot of brands, they've been coming out with this creamy hydrating form of clay mask that are not literally going to suck all the moisture out of your skin. So much so, there are clay masks such as this one that I might even recommend if you are dry and you're having issues on your nose area or this area, and you probably want to get a little bit of gunk out. Like, this would be great for you, and it's not going to dehydrate your skin. Overall, I think it's a really good investment. It might also seem a little bit pricier, but because it applies the product so evenly and so thin, it might seem like it's a little bit of product, but it's going to last you a good while, unless you're using it every day, which you shouldn't. Which you shouldn't. And before I forget, let me also mention that one of the things I also love about the mask is that red bean component allows you to not just get like the oil absorption from the clay mask and the clarification from the minerals, but that red bean extract, like when you're actually removing the mask, will give you a little bit of gentle physical exfoliation. You are going to notice that with the mask that I'm mentioning here, there is a theme, and the theme is quick is the word. The next mask that I really got into this year were the Blithe pattern splash masks. I have been obsessed with these because it really just takes 15 seconds and I get a treatment. And this was like the kind of mode I was on when I just had Hadassah, and to keep up with my skincare and so on, I really needed to be quick with everything. And life this year was just, I don't know, it was just busy. And I realized that I wasn't masking and treating my skin at home as much as I usually would do. So I would generally open my cupboard and I would look for the fastest things to use. The Blithe splash masks really came into play during the very hot summer months. The temperatures in Trinidad and Tobago were soaring. It was almost like we were having some type of weird heat wave or something like that. And because of that, since I'm already oily, it was causing my skin to produce extra oils. And when you have extra oils, it means that you're going to have more clogged pores. You will probably need a little bit more deeper exfoliation. And you guys know that I've been working on my retinol usage. So I focus on more retinol usage at night. So therefore, I try to get gentle exfoliation either through a daily toner or something like this, as opposed to using higher strength exfoliants. And this Blithe splash mask was something like that for me. I love the fact that I could use it in the shower, in my morning skincare routine. I cleanse my skin, and you guys saw that I put it in a spray bottle. I'll spray it all over my face, massage it on for like 15 seconds, rinse, and that's it. Now, if you just use this once or twice, you're probably not going to see the impact as with consistent use. And that's where I realized, like, wow, having this in my routine consistently really made a big difference for me. And I just love it because it's so quick and so effective. The next one shouldn't be a surprise to you guys, because I have been like having one-on-one conversations with a lot of you, and I have been talking about this product, and that's the BD Skin BHA Pore Zero 30-second exfoliator. Now, I wasn't really sure where to classify this product, but I'll put it in this section since we're kind of talking about like the extra treatments that we'll probably use. And this was one of those products that I told you guys is a physical exfoliant product that I will actually recommend. I love it because it's gentle, and this is one of the things with a lot of Korean peeling gels. So they use a type of cellulose in the product so that when you start to move it on your skin, it's going to ball up, right? The difference is that this one contains a little bit of BHA as well. But I just find that although I have used some other peeling gels in the past, which is the category that they kind of come under, that this, I don't know, like so many people would have told me like, Sheri, what kind of sorcery is this, right? Because of how smooth your skin feels once you use this. This is not something that I use all the time. If it's going to be your exfoliant in your skincare routine, you can absolutely use it like twice a week. I wouldn't recommend using it more than that. You take a little bit, you put it on your dry, clean skin. It's like a creamy consistency, and then as you start to massage it, it's going to ball up, and that cellulose is going to give your skin like gentle exfoliation everywhere you rub it. But the way I like to use this is if I have a special event, or I'm going to be putting on like a lot of makeup for a photo shoot, something like that, and I want my makeup to just lay down extra smooth. I do that as the treatment that I'm using just before. It is going to get rid of any texture, any flakes, any dry skin that's there at the time. And it's literally going to polish. Yep, like polish your face. The last mask that I will talk about, and to be truthful, I couldn't remember if I only started using this in 2023 or if it just became a little bit more available to people in 2023, because it is from a brand called Common Labs. And Common Labs has a vitamin C glow boosting face mask. Now, if you've used the Jumiso Recharging and Nourishing, their vitamin C gel mask, it is so similar. Like literally, you could use one or the other. But the Common Labs, I'm not sure that I've spoken about it before, but I remember specifically the first time I used that mask, I had it on my skin and I washed it off. And just as I was washing it off, the bell at my house rang, went outside, and my brother and my sister-in-law had just arrived. And when my sister-in-law came in, and this is at night, right? So it's not like the place is so bright and whatever. She came in and she looked at me and she said, "Wow, Sheri, like what did you do? Your skin looks so bright and glowy and amazing." And that is what I had noticed when I rinsed off that mask. But I was like, was it all in my head? But she literally just commented it without me asking her anything. And that's what I love about that mask. I feel like it's a hidden gem, but it's not so easily accessible. So if you can't get that, the Jumiso will give you like a very similar effect. This particular Common Labs one, it has like lemon peel shreds in there. So it's a gel mask. And you all know that I went on this whole jelly mask like train for like several years. And I still do love gel masks. In fact, I wish companies would produce more because it's my preferred type of mask. So I put this on and it goes on like a beautiful orange gel, and it smells so refreshing because there is that citrus. Absolutely. So if citrus is not your thing and lemon is not your thing, then this is not going to be for you. This one is the longest mask that you have to leave on, like 5 to 10 minutes, and then you rinse. And there are, like I mentioned, a little bit of lemon zest and stuff inside it, so it's going to give you a little bit again of gentle exfoliation when you rinse this off. But when I tell you, the skin glows, absolutely glows, and looks so beautifully clarified and refined after I wash off this mask that it has been an obsession. And just to close off this video, I want to make a special mention of the Mary and Me mask. Like, I have showed you guys about these so much on Instagram over the past year, and I recommend any of their masks. The lemon and niacinamide, another really good one for glow. The rose, really lovely for hydration, and that one is a good example of a clay-based mask that has a lot of hydrating ingredients, because I find that none of the Mary Me masks like dehydrate the skin either. And they also have a Seeker one, which is great for people who wants to calm the skin, people who might have more sensitive skin, acne prone skin. And then of course there's sleeping mask, but that one really should go in the moisturizer category. I didn't choose them in terms of the best ones that I tried for the year, simply because, like I mentioned, I still need to leave those on the face longer than these that I mentioned, and these just do it. Like, they do it in such a quick amount of time, and for that reason, those are my picks. Guys, thank you so much for staying with me throughout this video. I'd love to hear any comments below. Leave me what was the best cleansing balm or cleansing oil, your best cleanser that you've used this year, and the best masks that you would have used. And also include for me your skin type, because that information is going to be very helpful for other people who is reading the comments. I hope you guys will stick with me throughout this series, because of course we still have many other categories to go that I will be sharing on over the next couple of weeks. And remember, if you don't have the right products, you have the wrong products. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Remember to like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, share this with a friend, and leave a comment down below. And I'll see you in another video soon. Take care. Bye.